Lauderdale, waiting for Scott to speak. Jeff?
Good morning, Dan. The polls closed 17 hours ago, but we now know for sure Rick Scott is Florida's governor-elect. As you said, Alex Zink conceded this morning. So here in this ballroom at the hotel in Fort Lauderdale, where Rick Scott spent the night, we are waiting on him to give his victory speech probably within the next 5 minutes. This race got close. As you guys said, about 53,000 votes separating these two candidates. That's why it was not decided last night. Let's go ahead and take you back to last night and the party here in Fort Lauderdale. Have a listen. Yeah, last night hundreds of Rick Scott supporters packed a patio area poolside waiting for Rick Scott to speak. They smoked victory cigars, they held signs, but by 2 a.m., no sign of Scott other than waving from his hotel balcony. And the supporters were getting tired. The crowd trickled down, but a fair amount remained around 2:10 in the morning when Scott finally took the stage to speak, saying he was extremely confident he was going to be Florida's next, as he put it, great governor. Now, you will hear from the governor-elect probably within the next minute or so. Right now, they are introducing members of his family, as well as his lieutenant governor, Jennifer Carroll, his mother, who many of you saw on advertisements for Rick Scott during this campaign. As he mentioned last night, she has become something of a celebrity right now. And then eventually, Rick Scott will be coming to the stage. There's the announcement. I'm going to step out of the way, let you have a listen to what's happening here in Fort Lauderdale.
You're looking at live video now from Fort Lauderdale of Governor-elect Rick Scott getting ready to address his supporters. Alex Zink conceded to Rick Scott earlier this morning, around 10:30 this morning. Again, Scott won this race with a win over Alex Zink. 53,000 votes separated the two. There's Jennifer Carroll there, the lieutenant governor-elect. She becomes the first African-American woman to hold this post. Rick Scott saying $73 million of his own money into this race. Big win for him and his family there, his supporters. Very excited. We will hear from him coming up momentarily.
Scott's obviously waiting for the song to end, it sounds like. One of his victory songs there, I guess. And the crowd enjoying the moment, certainly.
A lot of his family members there as well. A lot of his supporters. It's been a long night for them, but at least it's an exciting night for them as well. They all smiled this morning. Obviously very tired as well.
It was a long night for both candidates.
I'm sorry, I just can't hear you.
Again, this race decided by the slimmest of margins. There's just a few thousand more votes, and they probably would have triggered an automatic recount. It just needed half a percentage point.
Florida is open for business. From the bottom of my heart, thank each and every one of you for this great victory. Thank you. Nothing in my life has honored me as much as your willingness and the willingness of everyone in Florida, the Florida voters, to put their faith in my plan for turning around the great state of Florida. Yeah. Thank you very much. There were disappointing the pundits, politicians, and insiders who said this victory was impossible. But the people of Florida knew exactly what they wanted. With this election, they sent a message loud and clear. They said, let's get to work. This morning I received a gracious call from Alex Sink. She ran quite a race.
Oh, really?
And I appreciate her congratulations.
Right.
Campaigns require us to focus on our differences, but making good things happen requires focusing on our common goals. Today, the campaign's over, and Jennifer and I are eager to start bringing people together to solve our state's problems. I want to take just a minute to thank the thousands and thousands of people across this state who made this victory possible. I want to start with my wife and the next First Lady of the great state of Florida. I always do that. Ann married me when I was pretty young and I was still a work in progress. She has been by my side through good times and bad times for 40 years, but we've been married 38 years. Her love is absolutely the most important thing in my life. So thank you, sweetie. If I get another kiss, I have to wipe it off.
That's okay.
And I want to thank my daughters, Allison and Jordan, and their husbands. My daughters are the reason I decided to run for governor. Looking at them, they might have lost a little bit of inheritance. I'm glad they're still smiling.
It'll be a good way to return.
I hope. I'm sure they do too. Looking at them as they launched their own adult lives, I knew I owed them the same chance to live the American dream that Ann and I have had.
All right. Yes.
Also, I need to thank my mom, Esther, the TV star. A couple days ago, the Naples paper made a mistake. They called her a minor celebrity rather than a major celebrity. I think she got into correction, but I'm not sure. When I was a boy complaining about the things we didn't have, she wouldn't listen to me. She'd say, Ricky, which I always hated. She'd say, get to work. And I'm here today in large part because I took her advice. And I got to work.
Esther.
I also want to thank my great running mate, the next Lieutenant Governor of the great state of Florida. I can't thank Jennifer enough for agreeing to be my partner as we turn this great state around. Our campaign had so many Floridians who believed in our 7 steps to 700,000 jobs. And Jennifer helped me share that message all across the state, along with a lot of you. Thank you very much. I want to thank people from all across Florida for getting our message out, for convincing people in communities 101 that I was the best qualified, Jennifer and I were the best qualified people to serve you in the next 4 years. You know, one thing running for governor, it is the most inspiring thing you could ever do. You meet so many wonderful people that believe in what you're doing, and it's humbling. You know you better the heck do it. And I believe in accountability, so that's good. I want to thank all the volunteers. They made phone calls, they did yard signs, they held events in their homes. To all of you who did that, Jennifer and I want to thank you very much. And I want to tell you that both of us are going to do our absolute very best to be the best governor and lieutenant governor this state has ever had. To everyone watching who voted for my opponent, I know I have some work to do to earn your support, and I'm going to do my best. I promise you that I will work with Floridians who want the best for Florida without regard to politics. Starting today, I work for every Floridian. Yes. Today is the end of politics as usual in Tallahassee. We are going to work for the common good. To the people of Florida who have been through terrible economic times and a bruising political season. As I've traveled the state, I've talked to so many people who've lost their job, lost their home, and many just lost all hope. Some are beginning to wonder if anyone in Tallahassee can turn things around. Today, I will. Today I have a message for the thousands of Floridians who are hurting. Don't give up.
That's right.
I'm giving you my word. Better days are coming. In the coming days, I'm going to put together a team of people who are just as committed to our shared vision of shrinking government and building private sector jobs. We're going job hunting on behalf of all the people of Florida. Yes. And we're not going to stop job hunting until everyone has the opportunity to get back to work. Good. I believe in accountability, and I know I have promises to keep to the people of Florida. And I won't rest until we are the model for the country in job creation and for education. We're also going to do everything we can to lighten the burden of government on every Florida family. We'll look at everything government does with a fresh eye to see how we can do it better and less expensively. We'll set goals with real numbers, measuring and continually improving. Here in Florida, our problems are solvable, and our blessings are countless. Even in these hard times, Florida is still pretty close to paradise. Once we take the right steps, the future of our state is unlimited. All of us here today are the lucky heirs of wise men and wise women who built our country on a dream and have kept that American dream alive for over 200 years. As governor of the great state of Florida, I intend to keep faith with their optimistic vision. I can't wait to get to work. Thank you for this great honor. God bless the great state of Florida.
And you've been watching political newcomer, now Governor-elect Rick Scott, giving his victory speech there and laying out his plans for the future of our state. He also showed his comedic side a little bit, talking about the $73 million of his own money that he sank in his campaign, saying that his two daughters lost a little bit of their inheritance, which got a huge, huge laugh from the crowd there and, of course, here in our studio as well. Just a short time ago, his opponent, Alex Sink, called to congratulate Scott in this governor's race, and she spoke to her supporters about an hour ago when she conceded to Scott.